Good morning, everybody, and welcome to episode 8 of Coffee, Casuals, and Consoles. We have a really great show planned for you guys today. And first, we're going to have everybody say hi as long as they have their coffee. Who here has their coffee? I know I do.
Mine's
Yeah,
in the-
not me.
Oh
Third
man,
cup. I'm wired. Third cup.
I had a coffee last week and I couldn't get to sleep. And
Aw, that's disappointing.
yeah, so I'm not
All
doing
right.
Stick's gonna
cup
have
of
to have
tea.
hot chocolate from now.
it. Cup of tea.
Dick, since you can't have coffee, you can't say good morning to everybody. You can say good night, so go ahead.
Good night. I mean, good morning. Oh man, I'm confused.
You can't have coffee and you can't have horror games in your country. I just found that out.
No.
this week.
Oh, that's
Exactly.
disappointing. I don't ever want to go to Australia. Sorry.
Oh, no. Because everyone's crazy here and easily influenced.
Hold on, he can order games from the United States and have them shipped over though, because everything's like there's no region lock, so you can do it that way.
You send me the game and then I'll send you the money.
Okay, there we go.
Sounds good. So,
Good
since Stick is going to be sleeping during the show because he
Outlast
can't
2.
have coffee. What?
Outlast 2, that's the game that got banned in Australia.
Yeah, that game is gross. You don't need it. I promise.
Yeah. Okay, so
Yoshida?
I'm going to fall asleep.
No sleep.
I'm
Yoshida,
sorry.
you want to say good morning?
Supersonic will not be joining you today because I kicked his ass. And thank you for buying my shitty PS4 Pro.
You are so
Not
very
Pro,
welcome.
but welcome to the Sony family.
I would say we didn't get the Pro, but I did see a Pro in the middle of the road the other day. I took a picture on Twitter. So
Yeah,
you
you
take
did.
a bite out of it?
no, it was black and red, and it had like this checkerboarding thing on
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it
it's
totally got run over.
a few times.
Yeah,
Who would do that?
Oh,
I did.
I did see that.
That was amazing. Like I just look out the front door and there's a freaking checkerboard in the middle of the road. I was like, who would throw a Pro out there?
Xbot,
job.
since you sound lively, would you like to say good morning to everybody?
I am lively because we woke up early, we put the kids on the bus, and we've been doing nothing but drinking coffee. But what's going on, people? It's the Xbot 448 or Ponybot. Might be Ponybot, right?
It's definitely the
Ponybot. Wait, so what's Oh Snaps? Is she Pony Snaps now?
No, it's always oh snap. It's just like oh snap.
Oh
This
snap!
is the
It's
coolest day ever because my hair. I don't know.
Pony Snap.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Good morning, you guys. Thank you for joining us live. We really appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoy the show. And Graphic God drank all his coffee already. He needs to get more. And Daz, I'm sure he's drank a pot of coffee already. So yeah, Xbot, can you do me a favor quickly?
What?
Can you get up and shut the door so I don't have an echo?
I think I might have to get my coffee from outside. Hold on, I'll be right back.
All right, cool.
Like the good old days. Graphic God just drank his coffee in the chat. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers. Is he drinking it out of his coffee, casual, and console mug though? Dun dun dun.
There's a mystery to be solved. I'm drinking out of my coffee, casuals, and consoles mug, and I love this mug. It's my favorite
Yeah.
one.
You know what? I love that mug too, and I'll be honest with you. It's on top of my fireplace because I'm drinking out of my barrel of
Your
coffee.
what?
It's a barrel of coffee.
You gotta tweet that, put that on Twitter so I can see it.
It's just a coffee mug that's really big, and it holds a lot of coffee. It's like a half a pot of coffee, so I don't need a refill during the show.
Yeah, she steals all the coffee with that mug, by the way.
You're damn right I do.
Did you guys get a pony coffee mug?
You know what? It's on my wish list. Okay.
I thought you were going to ban that.
Okay, let's stop. Let's stop.
He's gonna get timeout. 5 minutes.
I'm so sorry.
Bam Bam, what is up? We got Bam Bam, Daz, Graphic God, bunch of awesome people in the chat today.
Daz is at work.
Daz
This
is
time-
working, and he's
This
not
time
even.
zone thing.
Ooh, Daz. You better stop stealing company time there.
We were hanging out with Bam last night for a little while. Bam and Zombie.
Very cool to chat with Bam Bam and some of the Xbox people. Miss you guys.
Yeah.
Were you having game night or what were you doing?
Just playing some Halo. By
Nice.
playing some Halo, I mean getting wrecked at Halo because it's been a while since I played. So
She says that, but every single time at the end of the match, she is like #1 in assists by almost like double the second place.
for sure.
So I don't know what it was. There was somebody that was probably hanging around her and just waiting for her to start shooting, and they took the kill.
Yeah,
That's
oh my god! Speaking of Halo, can I do like a shout out? Shout out to Goblin 360. I got my first gifted rec pack in Halo yesterday, and that made me so happy.
That's really awesome. I love when people gift rec packs. So that's really cool. If Goblin is it Goblin?
Goblin 360.
Goblin or Goblin?
Goblin like hobgoblin.
Okay, got it. Cool. All right, guys. So since we just did our morning BS for Wednesday, let's get into what games we've been playing this week. Stick, would you like to go first today?
Yeah, so played a little bit more Halo Wars 2, but I started playing Mass Effect 2 because I've been told I'm not a real gamer because I haven't played Mass Effect. So I went back to the original. I got EA Access.
Guess who else isn't a real gamer?
There's a few of us, don't worry. But
Go on.
yeah, EA Access. You get Mass Effect 2 and 3 and 1, I think, for free. So I started playing it, and it's actually pretty good. Mass Effect 2. I've been sort of sucked into it, so
Nice.
I can see why these guys love it. It got a 95 on Metacritic that game for Xbox. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool game.
Awesome.
That's about it.
Played Mass Effect and some Halo Wars. I have a Blitz pack if you'd like it. I have a code for it.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't really know what they are.
I got the season pass. So I think I got that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Then
maybe give it
fine.
away.
No
Give it
Blitz
away.
pack for you.
I've got a Blitz pack. I just don't need 2 of them. But yeah.
Gotcha.
No, that's cool. Thanks for the offer. Thanks.
No problem.
But yeah, no, Mass Effect 2 I've been playing, not the latest one, because I'm working my way up there.
Oh, okay. So you're trying to take it from the lower
Going
level,
back.
get into it. That's smart, though. Supersonic
See it.
Station. I mean, Yoshida. Yoshida, what have you been playing this week?
No Man's Sky. That's all I ever play. I'm trying to find another person that's just taken me like a long time.
Well,
are you driving those vehicles in the game? Did the vehicles go live?
Those things don't even work. I'm just walking around looking at the same stupid aliens or whatever the fuck you call them.
if you keep trying, you can find somebody else. So they say.
Don't have friends. Sean
Day
Murray
one,
promised
bunch
me
of
I'd find friends on No Man's Sky. That asshole lied to me.
Oh, okay. So what else have
doesn't
you
lie.
been playing?
No Man's Sky Part 2. You guys haven't seen it yet, but greatness awaits.
Xbot. We're gonna move on from Yoshida because he's making up fake games here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he's played Halo though.
No, I think Yoshida played that one game. It's really big with PlayStation. I think it's called it begins with an S. Sales.
Oh, snap.
I think it's Sales in checkerboard upscale 4K. It's brand new.
We saw lots of bullshit and everyone eats it up. We're rich.
Does that make you a winner? Dun dun dun.
Makes you something. Yeah. But as far as I'm concerned, damn games. Zombie Vikings. Let's see. I guess I can't include Infamous and everything because that was last week before the show.
Mm-hmm.
Halo. Damn, what else? Little Big Planet 3.
I forgot about that.
Good job,
I gotta
Xbox.
I gotta say something about Tearaway though. Tearaway, you could tell it's a kid's game, but kind of like the innovation and how they use the controller in that game is a truly new experience, and it was kind of crazy going in and playing it with the features like lighting up like certain areas in the game with the controller.
That game is really cool.
Yo, like it's crazy, and I know a lot of people have talked about like frame rate and stuff with that game, but if you look at it, they tried to create a world made out of paper, and what they did is they tried to make the paper move like paper, and it's not always fluid and stuff like that. So anybody talking about frame rates and stuff like that, that's not what's going on. It's kind of like it's the paper animation in it, and it was really cool. It was something new. Like I was like, damn.
Yeah, that game is
Okay.
very interesting.
But Zombie
What-
Vikings is crazy addicting, by the way.
What console is that on?
PlayStation.
You were streaming that game. You were streaming that game. I was watching.
Yes, I was. It was awesome.
You guys make me so proud. I love you guys. My favorite customer.
I feel like Yoshida's here with a purpose.
I think this was a plan from the beginning.
For real.
Grab the love of Sony, get baptized in greatness awaits all.
I feel like we are being what is it?
He looks like a priest.
Shit.
Yeah, this is an entire long like cranky
have you-
episode for me and you.
Have you tried any of my remasters yet? Oh,
Yes, we did last week.
good job.
Horrible, in my opinion.
I love you
Let me-
guys.
All right, so I'm going to tell you guys what I've played because I have a nice long list. In the time that I actually get to play a game, which I've actually been making time, so it's been fun. I mean, it's a little here, a little there. It's really awesome. So my list is Little Big Planet 3. That game is so cute. It's so much fun, and it was really fun. I was playing with my son, and it was just like, you're gonna get the timeout.
Yeah.
Hammer, bum bum bum.
I'm going to time out.
No, it's cool. So we play Little Big Planet 3, and if you guys haven't played that, it's like these little, like, you gotta collect these balls that have like material and stickers and shit in them, and you get to like create your character, and it's really fun to create your character because you can go crazy with it. Let's see, Little Big Planet. Halo. Played that last night. Did some streaming on Beam. I fucking failed. I hated it, but it was fun too. Like, I was just getting wrecked, and I haven't played that in so long. Like, I felt like I sucked. Let It Die. That game is on PlayStation, so I'm like switching back and forth this week. I said back and forth.
Back and forth.
Back and forth. So I played Let It Die. That game was really unique because you're like this, I don't know what to call it. It's like you're hooked up to these like these things. It's kind of like you're a robot and you're activated, but you're not necessarily a robot. And the game is crazy because it has a Grim Reaper in it, and he's really fucking awesome. So you guys can totally check out my stream of that. I live stream that to YouTube. The Grim Reaper is like really like this cool, he's a really cool guy, and he's got these swirly eyes when he looks at you to hypnotize you. And the game itself is like really interesting. It's hard. I got my ass whooped, but it was also fun, and it's very different and unique. Then I played Zombie Vikings. That game is just crazy. I don't even know what else to say about that. You guys saw the stream, or at least some of you did.
Yeah.
And it's just fun, cartoony. I played Tearaway also. That one, you use the PlayStation controller as a flashlight, sort of, to light up like the world and change everything. So it's really cute. I love that controller. I'm just saying. Go ahead, do your pony sound if it makes you feel better.
I just ask you all, when it gets dark in your house, do you use that PlayStation DualShock controller for flashlight, or does the battery go dead? Oh.
You know, the battery life is not horrible.
Bullshit.
Okay, well, I used it plugged in right now, okay? When I use a flashlight. But
Didn't you use that last year, Yoshida, to look for exclusives?
I'm sorry, Stick?
Didn't Yoshida use that flashlight to look for exclusives last year, but he couldn't
He
find
might
them?
have. I don't know.
Maybe.
I heard that. You stick man.
At least you found a couple this year, buddy.
Yoshida's gonna come kidnap your dog, Doug the dog. I love
And
that
then
dog. I'm gonna come kidnap him. Oh.
The last game I played was some
Sorry.
Destiny. I got into the whole Destiny thing on PlayStation, and there's plans for that. I'm gonna do the whole game over, so I'm really excited.
Knife lady over there, Destiny.
Oh yeah, I got some really awesome clips of just knifing
Cool.
some monster guys in the head. I don't know what the fuck they're called.
She took on like this huge group, and she was just jumping and like knifing them in the head all the way through. Like I was like, holy! I was like, you better record that.
Yeah, I'll definitely upload clips of that because that was really awesome, and I do have them saved.
Nice.
So, moving on, guys. Did you have something you want to add, Stick?
I was just gonna say, so what are you playing Destiny on the PlayStation or the Xbox?
Yeah, I'm playing it on PlayStation because it actually came with the PlayStation because whoever had it
Okay.
before, they didn't like remove the game, so I got it fucking free. And I'm like, yeah, free
nice.
is for me. All the other games that were on there required a disc, so I just deleted them. But
Because a lot of people have got dual consoles, if it's run slightly better on the PlayStation, they obviously buy the PlayStation version. Is that what you guys probably will do, or?
wait, I didn't catch what you said. What?
Well, a lot of people who have like the PlayStation and the Xbox, if they're going to buy, if it runs slightly better on the PlayStation, a lot of people buy it on the PlayStation. Are you guys going to do that? Or?
I got it on there, but I won't get it on Xbox because I have it on there. And
No, but other games like down the track.
Other games? I mean, I'll probably buy main games on Xbox.
Yeah.
That I want to play.
You're an Xbot. You're an Xbot through and through. Don't listen to Yoshi.
Thank you, Stick, for pointing that out. Yeah, because I see a lot of games that are for both consoles, and primarily I'll get them for the Xbox. If it's something that I'm willing to share with the children, I'm gonna get them on disc. And if it's because like I learned that there's a lot more games on PlayStation than I thought too.
Yeah,
hey, you want to know what I've really been playing, actually?
Yeah, that would be really helpful.
No Man's Sky. No, I'm just kidding. I've been playing Halo, the Phantasy Star remakes with like Launchbox and Project Spark, trying to get that contest going, and that's going pretty good. And I tried out the Mass Effect drama demo.
Oh, nice.
You did take.
Oh, and I tried Bioshock on PC, and just to see how that would look compared to consoles, and it's freaking crazy. That's why I'm excited about Scorpio, because Scorpio's gonna run that damn good.
Yep.
Awesome. Xbot, why is Justin in the chat?
What?
Yeah, he's at school.
What are you doing? Maybe study?
I don't know why we're laughing.
Is that your son?
That's our oldest right there.
Yes, he's supposed to be in school right now, but yeah, he's in the chat. And they block Wi-Fi, so I'm like...
You should join the Lizard Squad.
Wow.
Well, thank you, Justin, for joining us from school.
He said he's done with his work for this class. And
oh, I see that now.
Yeah, they're a little loose with their rules over there.
We can't say any bad words then. This is being broadcasted in the middle.
I'm Australian.
Son of a bitch. Sorry, guys. I had to do it. Anyways, guys, let's move on to a fun topic here. Do you guys feel like Xbox is focusing too much on accessories and not enough on games? We've seen a lot going on about this, people bitching about it. Some people are like, oh, cool, I can't wait to buy this. I want to know your guys' thoughts. How do you feel about the accessories and the game ratio? Stick, would you like to go first?
Yeah, I mean, I think with games, like Xbox had a fair few games last year. And you know, this year we've got games coming as well. So I think we've got enough games. I certainly feel like I've got enough games to play between multiplats and exclusives. Like I'm done. You know, I've got a backlog like you wouldn't believe. So,
Yeah.
but as far as are they concentrating on accessories too much? I mean, they sold what 1 million of those Elite controllers to the PC market. I think people on PlayStation can also use them. So it's obviously making money for them. It's another option that people can use. So I mean, I don't really have a problem with it. I haven't seen. I know Rand did a video on it. I haven't watched that yet, but I don't know. I don't see what the issue is. You know, to me, you can never have enough stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah,
People
I
just
could
want
be.
to consume, you know?
Yeah, yeah, and isn't it like that controller that they just brought out, or that's coming out next month? Isn't that like a sort of half? It's sort of like slightly better than the normal controller, but not as expensive as the Elite. So it's sort of like another option, maybe.
The one that they just put out,
Yeah, it's not
yeah,
that expensive, is it?
$70 here. So I don't know about
And what's the normal one? Is that 50 or
it's like 64
65.
64.99.
so it's sort of like a medium.
It's a
The
few dollars.
medium can slightly upper market, but not as expensive as the Elite. I don't know. I don't have a problem with it, but yeah, keep bringing out more games, Microsoft. And I think it's at E3 I think Phil's gonna have a couple of games up his sleeve. That's for sure. So
Oh yeah, I totally agree. Like I know they have stuff coming.
yeah. So yeah, in short, I don't really have an issue with it. I think it's good. Just bring out stuff, and if I want it, I'll buy it.
Yeah, absolutely. Good point. If you want it, you're gonna buy it. And I think for
If you don't
people
want it, don't buy it.
who are collectors are gonna love that. You know, Supersonic, would you like to get into this?
I don't know. Are people mad about this controller? I don't.
Some people are mad about the fact that there's controllers and accessories, but they're pissed off because there's quote unquote no games.
I don't know. The way that I see it is that, I mean, they're not just thinking about Xbox, but I mean, they have to make controllers for like Windows. They're like making games on PC to where you can use your Xbox One controller. They want that controller everywhere, and even VR and stuff. They're putting controllers in. So I mean, it's not just Microsoft making a bunch of Xbox controllers just for Xbox. They're making it for like they have multiple like markets to go to sell these controllers. So it doesn't bother me. I mean, more options with these controllers, the better options are always good, you know. And I mean, as far as games, like Stick said, I think they're just waiting for E3 with the games, and then there's going to be massive game announcements.
Dun dun dun. We'll find out. I hope so. I really hope so. Xbot, would you like to discuss your thoughts on the accessorizing and game ratio?
Oh yeah, definitely. The thing is, a lot of people, you know, since the beginning of this year have been talking about, first it was about how Microsoft and their employees are promoting other games on other platforms and not promoting games that, you know, for Xbox. They're not announcing new games, stuff like that. Then it's about, you know, the accessories and stuff like that. The thing is, people need to calm down here. We're in a year where new hardware is coming out, and when it comes to game announcements, if you are, you know, part of the division, you want the games that are announced to be shown on your best piece of hardware, your best performing hardware, you know, the hardware that you're touting 4K and all that good stuff. So they're not really going to announce games right now because they want to show it after they unveil the Scorpio. So in the meantime, if they have these different accessories, it seems like Xbox, Microsoft, they've been into this laser etching for a while, ever since kind of like the Gears 4 limited edition console and stuff like that. They've been getting into this laser etching, which is why I think there's going to be laser etching on the Scorpio itself.
There's be laser etching on everything.
Everything. They're gonna laser etch Aaron Greenberg. All right, that's what But with the accessories and with what Sonic said about, you know, having that Windows consumer base as well, and having like a controller for everybody type deal, I don't have a problem with it. I mean, I like the rubberized grips on the new one. It's actually better than what they did when they came out with the 1S. The 1S had a rough back, but if they have the rubberized kind of like diamond grip that the Elite has, that's a step up, and it's only $5 extra than what you would pay for a controller today. So I mean, it's good.
Yeah.
And that's if they're going to use this time to promote their accessories, even show that they're gamers within the Xbox division, and say that they love, playing Zelda and stuff like that. This is kind of like the in between time, and then once E3 hits, you're going to just see
it's
heavy...
like the calm before the storm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You'll see the heavy promotion, the game announcements, all that good stuff. Once the Scorpio is unveiled, and then once they get to announce, new IPs, rebooted IPs, and stuff like that at E3.
Oh yeah. Listen, Sabsky just said in the chat they should have a half elite Xbox One controller with Scorpio, just a normal controller with magnetic buttons and no back paddles. I think that's a really good idea.
Well, guys, they're actually redesigning the Elite as well. I don't know if you guys remember. I did a video on it, and Jez, the same day that I put out the video, Jez came out with the article stating that they were doing the same thing.
What are they doing to it?
You'll be able to customize your triggers as well, from what I hear. Hopefully they fix the whole right bumper, left bumper situation, because those are they're very flimsy on the Elite controller.
A lot of complaints about that. I've read them.
Yeah.
Well, my right bumper doesn't work anymore. I actually switched it over to a back paddle, so this way I could still use it. And the left bumper is actually going right now as well.
That's
so it
dedication. Just saying.
It's an issue. It's an issue. Well, I like the other back paddles as well for crouching and jumping. I get into little spots in Halo that you wouldn't normally get into if you have to like press the joysticks to do it.
Yeah.
And so I like doing that. I like getting up into like this little shelf space where nobody would really figure I would be, and sit there with a shotgun and just kind of like hit people coming around the corner. I don't know where I learned that whole shotgun trick from, but anyway.
Wasn't me.
Nah, not at all. But so they're redesigning the Elite. I was hoping that they put the redesigned Elite in with the Scorpio, but that would really probably bump the price up a lot.
Yeah, probably. Maybe $10, $20. Now, my issue with this is, and I'm going to give you my take on it, but my issue I have with these rubberized grips is if you look at the diamond grip or whatever, that's on your Elite controller, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Did that or did that not peel off?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Some people.
The right side peeled off on mine. And
yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was trying to put it back in because there's like this little lip on the rubber, and I was trying to fix that. So yeah, my Elite controller is falling apart, guys.
Oh, his Elite, I can't blah. His Elite controller is wrecked. Okay.
What? How old was it?
It's not very old.
I don't.
Because it's got a 2-year warranty, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is different. We didn't get just the Elite controller for me. We actually got the Elite console.
Okay, yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Probably still some type of warranty in there. And we were just talking about this yesterday. I'm like, people probably lose a lot of money because they just throw stuff away instead of using their warranty.
Yeah, we were. Oh my goodness.
Mine still works perfect. And I want to put in there that I love the Xbox One S controller. I don't know why. It just feels perfect to me.
The Xbox One S?
Definitely an improvement.
The Xbox One S. I don't know. It just
I've got
feels
the
really
Gears
good.
one. I don't even use it. I've got it stored away.
I
Go
have
ahead.
batteries in mine.
One thing I do have to say, you guys remember when they redid the controllers and they redid the left bumper and right bumper?
Yep.
I actually like the launch one on that, because when I hold the controller, the left bumper and right bumper, I hold them at the outermost edge, which is where the original controller, that's where it really triggered those buttons. And a lot of people were complaining, I guess, because they lay their fingers across the top, and when you get closer to the middle of those buttons, they're not so reactive. But I was always the one that was hanging my fingers on the edge of those So it was I don't know. I actually like the reaction time on kind of like the launch controllers when it comes to the bumpers.
I'm holding them now, and I know what you mean. It was easier to operate the bumpers on the launch controller.
Yeah,
I hated the bumpers on the launch controller. I just don't agree with that. I like how it is. I like how it is now. I don't know. It's just it just feels perfect right now. Like both the Elite and the Xbox One S, they feel perfect.
Man, I hate that right bumper. I always use a paddle for that right bumper. For some reason, I just hate using that.
I still haven't gotten my Elite controller, so sad face.
Oh.
So as far as the stance on the accessories versus the games, I feel like they're overflowing the market, Microsoft itself, because you have the whole design lab where you can create controllers.
Oh yeah.
And you can laser etch, and then they're coming out with like the shadow ones or whatever. Like they'll put out a blue one, but then they'll put out a blue like a shadow one. I don't really know what the fuck they're called anymore. I forgot. Then they have the pink one, and I feel like they're putting a lot into their controllers, which is really great for collectors. But at the same time, like a lot of people are complaining about games. I'm not complaining about the games. I feel like they do put a lot of focus in the accessories, but I feel like I have enough games that I still have to finish. But then again, I don't have 24/7 to game either. I'm a casual, I play when I can. But I do see a lot of people complaining, and those people who, are hardcore gamers, I can see why they're mad. They have, they want to get all their games. But at the same time, where is your patience? Because we do have E3 coming. They know there's going to be game announcements, and there's always an indie to purchase if you're bored, So yes, I feel like Microsoft is kind of focusing a little too much on their accessories, but at the same time, I feel like it's their build up to E3 too. You know what I'm saying? Like that's their way of getting people hype and keeping them involved. Because
when Sony has their dry spells at no games, no one says shit. The media never says shit. But when Xbox goes like a couple months without any games,
everybody's like
it's
up
the end of the world.
Maybe it is. It's the apocalypse, guys. There's no game.
Yeah, I'm not looking at it from the media standpoint. I'm looking at it more from the community and what's going on in Twitter, where people are like, there are people in the community that are kind of upset that there seems to be a focus on accessories right now compared to games. I haven't really seen the media come out and be like, well, why are they doing all these controllers right now when they have no games? I haven't seen them do that for this instance. I mean, I know what you're saying.
It's more the community bitching about it, if anything.
I think people just need to relax and like wait till we get close to E3. Like every year we get surprises before E3, and at E3 we get a lot of surprises.
They just got Mass Effect and Halo Blitz. Like, you guys 100% that game? Oh, no, you didn't? Guess you better go back to the drawing board and start it over with your new controller.
It could have been another Kinect. So just think.
What happened?
Think about that. It could have been a new Kinect. So think yourself lucky it's not a new Kinect.
I would have been excited for a new Kinect. What are you talking about?
No.
Dude, Kinect Sports Rivals is still an amazing game. That's all I got.
I agree. I love Kinect Sports. I love Kinect. I wish they'd bring that back. Totally.
I gotta get my Kinect adapter for the Slim because like I just started using the Slim even though it's been hooked up for like a week or two. I haven't really had time to touch the Xbox. I got the PlayStation, so I've been playing on the PlayStation, and it's just like I'm trying to go back and forth and kind of find a nice even balance. But I will be playing on the Xbox today because I'm going to be playing some Sea of Thieves later, so I can't wait for that. And then probably later on, I'll switch over, play some Destiny, or do some streaming. I don't know. We'll see, because it is my stream night, guys. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
So, yeah, any additional comments on the accessories versus games?
What's your honest opinion on the DualShock controller, since you guys are...
Yeah. You want to know my honest opinion?
He can't even say it. Like, he can't even... You guys are...
Sony. Okay.
Sony. Got it. I'll give you my honest opinion. I fucking love the controller. I wish that Xbox would do something that makes the controllers a little more interactive with the gaming experience, because when we played Tearaway, you had to use it as a light, but you also had to move it around. And then the sounds that come out of it are really, really, it immerses you so much more into the experience. And I know that it's probably like hard to understand unless you actually play it. But I didn't understand before, and I understand now, and it gives me a completely different experience.
Mhm.
So, I mean, Xbot, you want to go ahead?
All in all, I didn't really touch the PS3 controller, the DualShock 3 or anything like that. But this controller, like Snap said, it's got such different functionality with the little speaker, even the touchpad. Like there was a part where I forgot what game it was, but you had to hit the left side of the touchpad and push it up to do something, as opposed to doing something else totally different, hitting the right side and like going over. So like they have such different functionality to it. It actually doesn't feel that bad in your hands. Like if you're not playing a game and you're just looking at the controller and you're feeling the triggers, you're like, damn, this thing feels like it's gonna break. But once you're in a game and you're playing and you're using it, you don't really get that feeling.
It definitely feels lighter, and it feels, in my mind, maybe it feels like it's I guess in a sense emptier, but it's still very functional.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. But all in all, with certain ways that they're using it, and we haven't really played any of the newer games yet. Like we were playing Infamous, Last of Us Remastered, Zombie Viking, stuff like that. I want to see if they've still utilized like the speaker and the touchpad in the newer games, because I haven't heard too much about that with like Horizon Zero Dawn or anything like that. So I want to see if they're still utilizing those functions or if they kind of like went away. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
But I like it. The only thing is, like, when I have to go from the thumbstick to the direction pad, I get lost because
Yeah.
like I'm so used to the Xbox controller. But other than that, it's really good, man.
I'm just gonna go through the chat real quick. Sobsky says his backlog is scary at the moment, so the lack of games is welcomed. I totally agree.
Me too.
I have a shit ton of games to play, and or 100%, which we all know I'm never gonna 100% anything. The only, I think I 100%ed the park, which really wasn't that difficult. And what is that game with the little kid? Max and the Curse of Brotherhood.
I love that game.
I did the story of Halo. I 100%ed that, but other than that, I really have so many games like to play. And then Nigel Ramos says Sony pushes multiplats in their dry season. We've got, what is it, Mr. Midlife Crisis. He says, honestly, I think Microsoft needs to work on the software, not the games or controllers. I want a digital store that I can find games in it.
You know what's funny about that with having both consoles and looking at things, looking at the UI and stuff like that. I actually feel like the Xbox has a better store. It's better labeled to go in and get games and stuff like that than in comparison with the PS4. That's one of my downsides right there. It's kind of like the user interface right now. And I know me and Snaps were talking about it, and I was like, well, part of it could be because I'm used to the Xbox and how that's set up. But I think they've evolved it so much, you know, since the launch of the console. I think they've done a really good job of listening to feedback and putting in the stuff that, you know, the gamers want on the Xbox side. And I kind of wish that PlayStation might kind of put their ear towards the gamer and the consumer and possibly, you know, start tinkering with the UI on that side as well.
Yeah.
Did they add genres? Did they add genres to genres? Is that how you say it over there?
I don't
to
think we have genres,
to
do
the
we?
store. I think they have got
Maybe
it
we
now.
do.
And I didn't know if that's
They
always
need
been
it,
there.
and they need all these indie games to go to a different folder. Like it, I went to Steam, and that place is like a mess with indie games, and I don't want Xbox interface to or the store to end up like the Steam store where there's freaking dollar indies like everywhere. I don't know. It's weird. I just want all indies in one
Yeah,
folder.
it
I'm not
can
trying to
get
trash
very
indies,
messy.
but
I can understand that because it's like I would like to see like what games we have like out that are, triple A's and good quality stuff versus an indie games. Not that the indie games aren't good quality, but at the same time, it's good to kind of keep them separated in a sense. Like, yeah, I could see where people are like, oh, well, these belong here because they're no different. But at the same time, like, I don't know, like I would prefer to just kind of have my choice, and say, okay, well, this is what I want to look through. Because sometimes I want to look through the indie games and see what I want to buy, see what I want to stream. And then other times I want to see what's like new and big and upcoming, or, like if I'm going to pre-order something or just buy a game outright, like I don't have to search for it.
Yeah, oh snaps! I remember when we tackled this subject before on this show, and it's like if you want to give indies their time to shine, then don't mix them in with the games that are published by EA and Ubisoft and stuff like that. Have their own special category, and for people who want to go in and focus on the indies, you have your own huge showcase there, and for you who wants to kind of get in and at times pre-order those triple A's and stuff like that. Definitely keep them separated. I agree with that totally.
Listen,
okay, I just went to the store.
Can you separate them out?
New games. It says Goat Simulator, Waste of Space, Goat Simulator, and Outer Space. That's what I'm talking about, man. Shit like that.
Goat Simulator is fun, but it's like stupid fun. But yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. Real quick, Sobsky says, I want Microsoft to add a wish list so I don't forget what games. Sorry, so you don't forget the games you want to get further down the line, which is a really good idea because I'm always adding shit to my Amazon wish list. Like, I make such a use out of wish lists all the time. It's unreal. And I would like that because if I have a game that I want and I can't buy it this week and I can buy it next week, I'm going to forget by next week. I have the worst fucking memory in the world. I'm not going to be like, oh, yeah, let me go buy that game. So when I log into my Xbox and it says, hey, you have these games on your wish list. Do you want to view them now or something along the lines of that? That would be fabulous.
That's a great idea. And like you could check it every once in a while and see if something that on your wish list pops on sale or something.
Yeah, that would be awesome, actually. High five for Sobsky.
Yeah.
That's a really awesome
really
idea.
cool.
You need to go and pitch
job.
that to Microsoft right now.
Hit Twitter, Aaron Greenberg, Mikey Barra, all of them. Hit them up.
Oh, they listen to the show, so they'll hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Then we got Graphic God. Sorry, Graphic God. I just slaughtered your name. The biggest problem in gaming industry isn't the games. It's the people on social media destroying the reputation of popular personalities. That is so true. People are just out to just wreck other people, and it's so.
Oh, well, what about that girl that got absolutely harassed because
the Mass Effect girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were going to talk
We're
about
gonna talk
that.
about
So it's
that.
a good time
Segue.
to just dive right in.
Yeah,
So,
professional, man. Segues and everything.
For real.
Tell us the story. What happened?
Yeah, I'm going to let Stick take over here real quick.
Okay, so there's a lady that works for, is it BioWare? And she had on her Twitter that she was the lead designer for facial design or animation for Mass Effect. And, the Twitter freaks sort of found out and they were seeing her account and they were giving her death threats, threatening to rape her and kill her. Oh, death threats, yeah. So she deleted her description on her account, saying that she was that she was the lead animator for facial recognition or facial animation, and EA put out, BioWare put out a statement saying that she actually wasn't involved in that. It wasn't her fault, and all this sort of stuff. Leave her the hell alone, you assholes. So, yeah, just absolutely crazy people.
Stick, this is something like I've talked about quite extensively with like the extremists on the Sony side, because when Tomb Raider was announced to be kind of like a year exclusive, or people didn't know how exclusive it was to Xbox, all of a sudden that actress there got death threats and stuff like that. But with this coming out, all this news came out during early access from EA, which is an Xbox thing. It really kind of depressed me at that point in time, because I knew the only people who were really getting it were people on Xbox, or possibly, I'm not sure if it went to the access for the PC as well. But
yeah, it was on PC. Yeah.
So that would be the only two communities there. And I was like, man, because, I stood up. We have a great community on Xbox. And one of the things I always touted is you never see them really go in, except for the extremists in the Halo community, which that's another story. But you never really saw them go in on, actors, actresses, developers, in terms of death threats and stuff like that, as a community. So it was kind of depressing when I first started hearing about this.
Yeah, I mean, maybe there could be a link there, because if you do, a lot of the people that I've seen on Twitter that are playing the trial have said that the game's actually pretty good. It's not as bad as everyone's making out. So the only people who would be hating on it would be the people who haven't been playing it. So it seems to me. So yeah, and the PC and Xbox had early access. So it only leaves the like you said, the PlayStation guys left. But it's just crazy, isn't it? Just like, and there was a ringleader, that guy that he actually was responsible for the last abuse that was thrown at a woman. She was almost she quit her job and everything years ago. Can't remember what his name is, but he's pretty famous on Twitter. The Retort Report or something like that. He's got something on Twitter. I could probably find it. He was like leading the charge against this woman. And that guy is he's the biggest arsehole on Twitter. I'll find his name. I'll let you know what it is. He's
Free
pretty
code
famous.
drop and shit.
The Halo War Blitz pack.
Nice.
As far as that goes, like, I mean, it really sucks that people do this, but at the same time, it's something that, as a female gamer / designer, like a facial animator, this, that, and the other, it's something you kind of have to be prepared for, because people are assholes. Like right now when someone talks shit to me and whatever, I'm at the point where I'm like, I just blow it off. Yeah, I'd be really like kind of frustrated if people are sending me death threats, rape threats. I'd be a little flustered and be like, what the fuck is your problem? But at the same time, it's also something that you kind of have to prepare for, like, especially when you have the console wars. You know how many people said some dumb shit to me? It's just like, at that point, when you're at a spot where people are going to look at you and critique you and everything you do, you need to be ready to kind of just suck it up and let it go. And at what point do you say, you know what, this is getting serious? I don't really know. It's the internet. People do anything they want on the internet. Mm-hmm. At that point, it's just like, just make sure it's no one near you, but there's going to be the people who are going to just come at you, and you're going to have to blow it off and not change your Twitter status. Don't hide from it. Just I guess in a sense, I'm not saying like it's a good thing. Just don't let them get to you, because then they win.
Stupid people talk a lot of shit when they're hiding behind a keyboard and a fucking monitor.
Absolutely. Keyboard warriors.
Yeah.
Fucking gangsters over here. Like, at that point, all you can do is just blow it off and not let it get to you, and make sure you keep yourself safe.
Yeah, definitely. I do love the fact when it comes to when negativity is thrown your way, and this is some really major shit when you think about it. But then again, social media, like, it gets major like that. Like, take that negativity and just push it to the side. You know what you're doing. You know who you are as a person. So just move forward with what you want to do. And, eventually you'll kind of break through that, which is that's awesome. But Ostaps, we were looking at the facial animations and everything like that. Like, what did you think? Was it something major, or?
I don't even it's a game. God damn it, people! It's a fucking game. It's not real life. If you wanted it to be 100% real, go look at your mom or your girlfriend if you have one, or your dog. Your dogs make facial expressions. It's a goddamn game, and I don't understand why people have to get so negative over the fucking game. That is my rant for the day.
Are you sure it's for the day? Because I'm pretty sure you can come up with another one later.
I'm a little hyped today. I've had more than enough coffee. I think I need a little more. But people were saying like the facial expressions were awkward. Like, what do you mean awkward? Come on. Like, people make awkward facial expressions. I can guarantee you, if you watch my Madonna fucking karaoke video, you hit
That
pause
was great.
every 5 seconds. I'll be making an awkward fucking facial expression.
My whole face
Talk-
was awkward that whole time.
Talk about dead eyes. I think Xbox
Yeah.
had the dead eyes then.
Listen,
I was watching the videos and stuff about that, the funny videos with the music and stuff. I just thought they were funny, and I really wasn't interested in Mass Effect. But actually, I might get the game now because those videos are so funny.
yeah, but they are funny. But the thing is, like, people are making a point to talk about the awkward facial expressions, right? But then other people are saying they have no emotion behind them. I can see the emotionlessness of some of the facial expressions, but at the same time, it's a game, and
Yeah.
it's a fucking game, and it's funny, and who cares? Like, I know this game was rushed. And then people are like, oh, we have no games. We have no games. Well, this is why games are rushed, guys. And this is why you have a lower quality product than you fully anticipated, because you have no games. So there you go. There's your game. You're welcome.
Well, with all the bugs and funny stuff going on in the videos, like, if people don't remember, like, Red Dead Redemption is like one of the greatest games ever, and that was loaded with so many funny videos of bugs and glitches and stuff, but it's still a good game.
Yeah.
Dude, Rockstar.
But I'm playing
all that, man. You know that.
Same with
playing,
Grand Theft Auto 5, and that's like the best-selling game ever, maybe? I don't know.
I'm playing Mass Effect
pretty
2,
close.
but man, and the animations in that are actually really good. And that was on 360.
Mhm.
So it seems like they've gone backwards, which is probably pissing a lot of people off.
Are they worse?
My bad, but
But
I was
apparently
gonna
it's
say,
a different team.
what I saw with the animations, like there was one Asian dude that looked really, really awkward, like the entire time.
He was funny looking. I'm not gonna. I laughed about that. I'm like, his face looks like it's falling off, but whatever.
But all in all, I think the major thing was to show kind of like that true life awkwardness in facial expressions when somebody was scared or when somebody was happy but thinking about something kind of like in back of their mind or whatever. I thought they were really trying to kind of replicate life with a lot of those things. Now there was lip glitches, like little pops in the lips and stuff like that I thought was hilarious. But I think it was that it came out that, you know, they wanted more time to polish out the animations, but EA wouldn't give them more time. And this is something that will be kind of like fixed in a patch later. We're living in the x86 generation. Like, patches come down the line like nothing. And for people to complain about it right now, when it's just kind of like a quirky thing, and it's really kind of like you're really nitpicking. I mean,
this is what you get when you complain you have no games.
You hear that, people out there? No games, right?
The next time you complain about a game, remember that you were the one who bitched that you have no games. Now I'm going to go get more coffee and calm the fuck down.
I mean, I'm not like a huge Mass Effect fan. Like, I don't know, I just can't get into that universe for some reason. But for people that do want to get into that universe, like the universe that I want to get into, like Halo, just go fucking buy the game or do the trial or red box it and see if you like it. And don't listen to what anyone says. If you want to get into Mass Effect, just do it. Check it out for yourself.
Well, everyone that I know that's actually played it has said it's actually really good, and they're all massive Mass Effect fans. Like, I'm just talking about, you know, people on Twitter and stuff saying it's actually not too bad. So, you know, they seem like they put more work into the game than the cutscenes.
Mm-hmm.
So the game, everyone's loving the actual game itself, the bit that you play, you know, not the bit that you sit there watching. So, you know,
Stick, you brought up a great point. Now, I do understand what Mass Effect. I've dabbled in Mass Effect, the previous ones. I never really got into it as well, kind of like Sonic. But I do know that, you know, with the dialogue and the making choices and what you're saying and stuff, there's a lot of focus on the faces, but people are focusing on that, and then it's taking away from the backdrops and the exploration and the vehicles and the complete game in and of itself. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you look at the game as a whole, there's never a perfect game. Like, when I do game reviews, you're never going to see a 10 out of 10. All right. But I would look at that like that situation as just part of the game. You know what I'm saying? Look at the game as a whole, and when you see like what they did with the backdrops and stuff like that, the planets themselves look absolutely amazing. You know?
Yeah.
And you're taken away from that by focusing on this one thing here.
That's right.
Now people are going to go and compare the facial expressions on PS4 versus one.
I could
be like,
totally
Digital
see that.
boundaries.
You know they're going to. They'll be like, look at her nose on this one versus this one. Oh my,
The nostrils are
Got your
flaring.
nose hair hanging out right there. I see it.
for real, and that's where it's going to lead to next. So
I bet you're totally right.
We're going from blades of grass to nose hair.
Oh, yo, shout out to Shady in the chat. He was like, yo, you can choose to keep your helmet on during cutscenes if it bothers you that much. Like,
there you go.
great comment right there, man.
Awesome. High five for Shady. I just got to let everybody know this is like the most important thing ever. I bought a Wi-Fi enabled slow cooker. This has nothing to do with this show right now. I'm just fucking excited to use my Wi-Fi enabled slow cooker. You have an app for it.
Caw.
Awesome. Caw.
Caw. Not now, but
There we go. Wife's
What?
birthday sorted.
BRB.
Thanks, Snaps.
Okay. But yeah, you should have heard us talking about it because I was on the phone with her at the store when she picked it up, and then I was like, "Oh man, with the Wi-Fi, like if you go to work and you forgot to turn it on or whatever, you can just turn it on from work. That's amazing."
Yeah. So we're gonna chat about this because Caw.
Yeah, call.
But yeah, there's an app for it, and I can start dinner while I'm at work,
Anywhere.
Smart house.
or while I'm playing my Xbox, or while I'm playing my Pony Station. I'm so excited.
When we're out getting new lanyards as well, be like, "Oh shoot, better turn it on right now."
Can you change the temperature?
True story. You can get Wi-Fi slow cookers. That's what I'm getting my wife for Christmas. Yes, Daz, you can. I picked it up at Walmart. It was like $50, but it's 6 quarts, so it's good for a decent sized family, and it's so cool. I'm like so excited about it. I'll send you a picture of it on Twitter.
Cool.
I guess we're waiting for Yoshida because caw.
Hey,
Oh,
Well,
that's what
while
that was.
we're
I thought it was a
waiting,
brand
hello?
name of
We are
the.
open from 10 a.m. until 9 p.m. Tomorrow we are
Oh.
open from 10 a.m. until 9 p.m.
they're closed.
I thought that's what the slow cooker was
It's
called.
10:30.
Kaka.
Oh wait, it's 10:30 our time.
Oh,
Hmm.
did we drop? No. Okay.
Oh man, you should call the one here. It's the dude here is so cool. Like the one if they got their switches in though, man, it's gonna be an all-out war. Are you trying another number?
You're gonna
Yoshi.
prank call the guy that got excited about Rock Band with me?
He wanted to come over our house and play. He's a cool dude. I would totally invite him over.
Oh, I forgot to say that for games I played. Rock Band 4 Legacy Edition.
True
guys,
story.
If you have the old guitars,
Controller.
yeah, whether it's the Guitar Hero like from the 360 guitars or the older Rock Band guitars, they have a Legacy Edition that we actually got on clearance for a little over $30. I was thinking it was like 30.
$36.
And all those guitars will play on the Xbox One.
For
so
real.
You can use your old favorite guitar to play Rock Band 4, and it just feels so comfortable and everything like that. And the adapter that comes with it, you just plug it in USB into your system, supports up to 4 different devices. So you can have, like, I have the old drum set. I have a few older guitars and everything like that. We can actually all go in and play Rock Band 4 using my 360 controllers and stuff. It was really cool.
Okay.
Where's
cool, man.
Yoshida?
He's trying. Hold on.
Calling every different state. We're waiting on that prank call.
I think he's got to stay East Coast because East Coast is 10:30.
Caw. I love that.
Call,
Awesome.
call Boston.
Call who?
Call Boston.
Oh, you know who he called, I think? Maybe Best Buy.
Be like, where are you located? Because I need to park the car in the parking lot.
He's just got to get Mr. Inferno on here. Poor guys.
Poor guys.
That'd be so cool. Inferno, if you're listening, you're going to join us one day if you're not busy.
Ooh.
You'll have to take the day off.
We've actually got Inferno coming in too. Doug in not this
Shut
weekend,
up.
the next weekend.
That's
Yeah.
so cool.
And Randall Thor.
If you guys
Right,
haven't
John.
checked out Four Guys What Quarters in the chat, you must. It's a really great show, and they're really awesome people. We got to meet Inferno and Clowns at PAX East, and they were super cool. So we didn't get a
Yeah.
group photo because Xbot failed.
No, it was. You know what? I know why we didn't get a group photo. It was Clown's beard. It distracted everybody.
They
All
did.
right.
It totally threw us off. We're like, whoa, that's a really big beard. And I'm like, it should be green. That's the first thing I thought. You should have dyed it green. I don't know why. I think it's because I watched that guy's live stream. He was donating and stuff like that. And he had a big green beard. It's like Green Beard Gaming or something. Haha.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Shady said, did Xbox Live stay up for anyone else the whole time? It was supposedly down. I saw that yesterday, and it was in an email for Windows Central this morning about how like Xbox Live was down, Xbox One, like not Xbox, Microsoft OneDrive, a bunch of services were down for Microsoft yesterday. I didn't have any issues when I went on last night. We played Halo. I didn't have any issues at all, but I don't know what time this was either.
And I was streaming Netflix. I had my man soap opera going on yesterday, pretty much all day, like in between, like taking care of the kids and stuff like that. For people who don't know, my man soap opera is anything Marvel related on Netflix. I consider that is the manly soap opera thing. I was watching Iron Fist.
Nintendo Switch, this is Brianna speaking. How can I help you?
Oh, how you doing today?
I'm alright, how are you?
Good. I come to get a Nintendo Switch, please.
Okay, unfortunately, I'm not sure if we're going to get any in today. Our shipment hasn't even come in yet, so I have to wait like about another hour and a half probably until I can know for sure whether I'll actually have a Switch to sell you.
No, I've been on list forever to get this. I want to play Zelda.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, but if I don't have it in stock, I can't sell it to you, so I just have to wait until the shipment comes in, and when I actually have it, then I can actually sell it.
That's unacceptable. Can you see if you have a game I want to come pick up? See if it's in stock or not, please.
Okay, which game is that?
Cow Milker.
She-Wolf.
For which system?
I think it's the PS4 Pro.
And what was the name of the game?
She-Wolf.
She-Wolf.
It's for my-
I'm not seeing a game called anything close to that. I know there's Wolf Among Us for the PS4. We have that. It's 1999, but nothing by that exact name.
Do you have She-Wolf Part 2, Revenge of Foxfire?
No, we actually don't, unfortunately.
What are some good games to get? What's your best sellers? What do you recommend?
You can actually view that on GameStop.com. I actually wouldn't be able to stay on the phone with you for too long. I have to put you on hold, if anything.
No, I
because I'm currently
understand.
with the guests in the store.
I understand. Last guy hung up on me. I was so mad. I just want your opinion, because your opinion matters to me.
Oh, I appreciate that, but unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to give it to you right now, just because I have guests in the store that I need to attend to. But I'll be able to put you on hold and get back to you. If that's okay with you.
Just one question before you go. Are we going to be able to rent games from GameStop pretty soon? I hear on the internet thing.
I don't think so. I haven't heard anything like that.
IGN lied to me. I believe everything they say. They lied to me.
Yeah, maybe they did, but I'm not sure. We'll see, though.
Okay, I love you. Goodbye. There we go.
Yo, I gotta give her props.
That was
She was on point, yo. Oh my goodness.
Well,
That's an awesome call.
that was.
I want that She-Wolf game.
If anything, I'm gonna have to put you on hold.
She hung in there. She was a trooper.
Yeah, she is customer service trained. I was like, dang.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I worked at GameStop, and trust me, like at least 80% of the people that know it's not like that. They'll be like, "What the fuck?" Like, but
I didn't know you worked at GameStop. Is that place kind of crazy to work for?
I have kind of I worked there for the launch of the PS4 and the Xbox One, and yeah, let's just say that the new manager that came in when I was working decided that it wasn't worth it to sell Xbox Ones because he preferred PlayStation, and I pissed him off a little bit. So
True story.
let's just keep it there. Yeah.
Ghostbusters PS4 game launches unexpectedly.
Do you think they're really pissed off about this Xbox program and the PlayStation Now program to do the subscription thing?
The higher
Well, their
ups,
shares went down.
the higher ups in GameStop, the board members and stuff like that, they were pissed off at the beginning of this generation. All right, like everything was going all digital, and I know people try to say, well, PlayStation didn't, but that was their plan. That's why at the launch, these systems needed a day one patch because they had to put it to where the disk drives could play games as well, or be able to download the games as well. So like, this generation was supposed to start going all digital and stuff. GameStop was really kind of worried about it. If you notice, at the beginning of this generation, they started buying tablets and cell phones and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They were trying to find other areas for revenue because they saw this shit coming down the pipeline. All right. And they're still nervous to this day. They're closing stores like across the United States and stuff like that right now. So
Yeah. It's just the way things go. It's like the videos. The video stores, video. I don't know. You had Blockbuster Video over there.
I remember Blockbuster.
Oh man!
Apparently, everyone knows about this program except for GameStop employees.
Yeah, well, they're not going to tell them right off the bat, not until they're ready to really push it out there. You know what I'm saying?
Guys, I just saw something and I just shared the link in the chat. Ghostbusters PSVR game launches unexpectedly.
Oh,
it looks cool, but I'm not watching the trailer right now because we're on the show. It says, without warning, a new Ghostbusters game has launched for PSVR called Ghostbusters Now Hiring. The virtual reality title places you in the shoes of a new poltergeist catching recruit. It's an episodic series. It looks kind of cool, guys. Not going to get into a ton of it, but it Now Hiring. Firehouse is out on the PlayStation Store, available for $7, though it doesn't seem to be available yet in the UK or Australia. Damn it, Australia gets screwed all the time.
I know.
Last
It's like, we're used to it.
We're going to have to mail you guys everything.
We probably won't even get Xbox Pass. No, what about in South Africa, man? They don't even have the S yet.
Oh my god, this looks so cool.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go get a PSVR.
I say, are you going to purchase it before you get the VR just to have that there?
Man, I'm sorry.
You're running well. You buy not just my PS4 shitty console, you buy my PSVR cheap ass console with lots of wires and stuff. Good job.
That looks cool. Though it looks so cool. Yeah. Anyways, I'm not gonna go all pony here. So PSVR, guys, you can get shut the fuck up. You can get Ghostbusters Part 1 of the episodic adventure. Why are people calling me right now from work? I'm not at work. Call someone else. I'm sorry. So, shut up, Yoshida.
Somebody needs to make some glue with that pony right there. I'm just saying.
Speaking of PSVR, I'm gonna talk about something else that I kind of thought about this morning. I'm just bringing this up because it's kind of cool concept. I think that the Nintendo Switch is going to be VR. Now, the reason I think this is because I was looking up some patent stuff and somehow stumbled upon. All right, but if you guys think about it, right, we have a lot of VR capable phones. So all they need to do is fit a headset, and like the Switch without the controllers, it fits like perfectly into, like, let's say one of those VR headsets. So I believe that the Switch is going to be a VR console next. You know?
I say bullshit.
What? Why do you say that, man?
I just don't believe they'll do that. I don't know. I don't 100% don't believe that they
This
would
is my idea. Okay, so I see what you're saying, but here's why you're wrong. Okay.
God damn it, Mooch.
You got moved.
He's got mooched.
Thought you were gone, Mooch.
You did.
Shut the fuck up.
But I really think that it's going to be coming in the future, guys. I think there's going to be Nintendo Switch VR because they had the Virtual Boy back in the I don't know when, like the old days, back
Like
when
late
we were
80s, early 90s, maybe.
I think it was 90s, 93-ish maybe. But I feel like they're going to have a VR headset made for it, and you're just going to slide it in according to the image that I did see on the internet. And it's just a thought, guys. You never know.
You
Well,
know,
the guy in the chat says 720p VR, no way.
no, but it's really funny because like one thing I know about O Snaps with her research and stuff, like she is on these patents like nothing. And I was actually able to see the patent and kind of like the diagram and stuff like that. It looks totally like I was like, you're onto something right here, because nobody's talking about this right now. And it looks reasonable. It looks authentic. It looks like
there's so many patents that come through though, and like so many just never happened.
No,
I don't believe this.
I understand that. I mean, look at the Xbox tablet that Microsoft still has a patent for that hasn't come out. But this one, I gotta go with O Snaps on this. I think this is very, very plausible. I think this is something that will come out in the future. Even if they somehow, some way add a little more power within the headset or something like that, I think this is something that can definitely happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got the resolution, but like, wouldn't it make you feel sick?
Oh, I'm sure it would, but wouldn't your phone do the same thing if you're putting your phone over your face?
But the resolution, isn't it? Like, didn't you say it was 720p, Sonny?
I mean, they would probably tweak it, guys.
They're gonna. They'd have to do a lot of tweaking to do that shit.
You need 60 frames per second. Too,
What's up, Creating Beyond Limits? I don't think anybody here has a Switch on the show, but I'm trying to get one. We're gonna be stalking our GameStops.
Yo, Beyond Limits, do you have one that you want to send to us? That's what the question really is.
Yeah.
Call that dumb Reggie. He loves giving away shit to Boogie and stuff.
Who's Reggie? Let me get his number, please. Someone. I will.
5555 Sony Pro.
Thank you, Yoshida. You're very helpful. So guys, the show is getting close to our 11 o'clock hour. I want to talk about Xbox versus PlayStation. Doom, doom, doom. Streaming options, guys. Both of these consoles offer Twitch streaming, right? Then we have Xbox that has Beam integrated now, this, that, and the other, which is cool. Beam is cool. But PlayStation has like direct YouTube streaming, and I've been taking advantage of this, if you guys haven't noticed. I did a couple of streams the other day, and I'm really, really friggin' loving it. I did, what was that game? Let It Die, as well as Zombie Vikings. And it was so easy and so much fun. And everybody who subscribes to me can just hop on YouTube and watch.
Yeah.
Now, I'm just giving my opinions out here, and then I'm going to let you guys talk, because then I know I'll get sidetracked with something, okay? But then on Xbox, I was beam streaming last night, or beaming, whatever. Bye, Sobsky. Thank you for stopping in. And what is up, Jesus? But anyways, I was beam streaming, and my beam stream, like, I don't have any, like, I have maybe 4 or 5 followers on there, and no one ever seems to stop in on my beam. So I have an issue with that. And I feel like Xbox really needs to get into the YouTube direct streaming. I feel like it would be very beneficial for the gamers to make more content for their channel. So I'd like your guys' opinions on this. So I'm going to let Supersonic go first.
Oh, I think Xbox should have had YouTube streaming like a long time ago. I'm kind of frustrated they don't have it. That's about the only thing I'm mad about Xbox for, is not having YouTube streaming. I don't understand why they don't. I don't know if it's a Google thing or why they don't have it. I don't get it. I love Beam. I absolutely love Beam. Going to Twitch, I don't know, you're just this tiny, tiny fish in a huge pond, but if people like go to Beam now, Beam is just awesome. There's no latency like in the chat. Like you can just have conversations with people, and there's no like, you don't have to wait 30 seconds to see what they're saying and stuff. I think Beam is going to be just huge, but it's going to take a little bit of time. I kind of don't like how on the Xbox you're kind of not forced, but just the Beam thing's like so easy to get to and use. And if you want to use Twitch on Xbox now, you kind of have to go to the Twitch app and open that. And I don't know. I do want YouTube streaming on Xbox, and I really hope they do add that. And it's something I think they should have had a long time ago.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's a pain in the ass. I feel an Xbox said it was actually had something to do with Google, I believe.
Google and Microsoft don't get along. They just don't get along, and there's been like kind of like rumors, behind closed doors that Google just won't let it happen. Is what's going on. Like Microsoft approached them, and they're just kind of like, no, this is my ball, and I'm going home. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate, but you would figure these big type corporations, they could come together on something, knowing that in the end they both benefit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, YouTube's on the Xbox or the app.
Yeah.
So they're halfway there.
Well, and see, the thing is, my bad, Stick, but the thing is with the YouTube streaming, one of the things that we figured out, me and O Snaps, is that like I was playing Zombie Vikings with her, right? And she had her headset plugged in. She had the sound in the game going into her headset, and we didn't have it on the TV. So I went and grabbed my headset and I plugged it in, right? Being second player. When I did that, I was automatically in her audio on her stream.
Yep.
That's
all right.
Cool.
So it was beautiful.
Stuff like that. It's so easy to use. Like when you go and you say start broadcast with the PlayStation, they automatically give you the options. They put Twitch up there, they put YouTube up there, they put Daily Motion up there, and you don't have to go and open an app separately or anything like that. The options you have are right there in front of you. You just click what you want to use, and you just go from there. Like it's really, really simple. And
I wish they would do that on Xbox.
The quality is amazing as well. Like you got to go and check out OSnap's like her streams there, because it puts up the chat, has the chat on the side, everything like that. So you know
I've seen that.
Do you think Xbox will ever do the YouTube thing?
They gotta kind of work out a deal with Google.
I mean, yeah, but if you think about it, they've already got a deal going with Beam.
They own
that
Beam.
Might be
Twitch,
okay. There you go. It might be a conflict of interest within their company itself.
Mm-hmm.
They should have a Restream app or something in there, or someone should put one on there.
Yeah, I mean, you can use Restream and do it like through the the Elgato and whatnot, but I feel like it's so much easier just streaming directly and just seeing subscribers just pop in, even if it's just to say hi, check out what I'm doing. It made it a lot more worth it for me. Because like I'll Beam stream and there'll be like nobody in there, and it's like, why do I even bother? I get more love Twitch streaming than I do on Beam. So at the same time, it's frustrating. And when I did it through the YouTube, it was really cool because it was a lot more interactive, because we have subscribers popping in, some new people popping in, and everything is there for everybody to see. Like everybody can see the chat. There's nothing special I have to do. I can see the chat and I can talk to people without having to look at like my phone app or something like that.
Yeah.
So, I loved it.
Oh, snaps. You remember when I was talking when they said, they're bringing Beam into the Xbox One and stuff. And I was like, well, I really wish, because I like having my content in one place and having my supporters, my followers only have to go to one place to check it out. See, that's another thing that kind of with the YouTube streaming on the PlayStation and it being so easy to use, and it's where basically all my content is on YouTube. That would be my first option when I went for streaming. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
I wish Xbox would do that. God dang it.
Do you think they just don't see it as valuable? Like they looked at Twitch. Like, how many really big streamers and that use YouTube? Don't they all use Twitch or like Elgato, like Sonic was saying? You know, they use capture cards and stuff to stream.
Well, like I said, Stick, I think they tried. Like I heard rumors that Microsoft was trying to work out a deal with Google to be able to do that. And I think what happened was they finally gave up. They saw this new kind of like streaming service with Beam. They saw not only the Beam streaming service, but they saw potential in other areas with Beam as well in their technology that they kind of scooped them up. So now I think Microsoft is just full on board Beam everything. And I don't see them putting too much effort into YouTube anymore.
No, YouTube would be good. Like I'm you know, like Snaps likes it, and I probably would have used it too. Like instead of Twitch, when I did a couple of streams, my internet's not good enough. But yeah, I don't think Microsoft see the value in it. That's all. Which wrong or right?
It's free advertisement. I don't get it. It's free advertisement. Why not put every? I mean, I know it is the Beam thing. They want everyone to stream on that, but
probably costs some money. But do they have to pay YouTube or? I don't know. They can't buy everything. They can't have everything. You know, like Major Nelson said a little while ago. You know, do you guys want an Elite controller or do you want fucking Scalebound?
the YouTube streaming would be like so important to me. Like I would love that on the Xbox.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm not saying it's not. You know, definitely agree that it would be good. I'd love it too, man. It'd be really cool to watch. You know, Snaps. You know, doing an Xbox stream, and so.
Yeah, like I have to jump through hoops to do anything on Xbox to YouTube, and then sometimes it doesn't even work properly. So it's frustrating, and it makes you deterred to use it.
And then
No, just like streaming directly to YouTube. Well, through like the Elgato, this, that, and the other. I have to jump through hoops to get streaming on YouTube, which would be my preference. Because I don't have to export the video, this, that, and the other, and it's so simple.
Yeah, and let's be honest, guys. If you try to use the Twitch app on Xbox One, it's trash. All right, and to see an app installed in a piece of hardware, which is the YouTube streaming on the PS4, and to see it being used like so easy to use, and the quality is so good, and you have the comment section, like I said, right up on the screen, so everybody sees what you're interacting with, and to not have to jump through those hoops with the Elgato and the Restream and different software to put up your chat and stuff like that. Like that, they did a hell of a job on the YouTube for the PS4. And the Twitch app on the Xbox One, in my opinion, is absolute trash because half the time it says lagging. It doesn't really work that well. And I'm hardwired.
It always says lagging.
And I'm hardwired. Like that should not happen. Yeah.
I got something to say that's totally off subject that I'm really happy about. That Xbox is getting custom game pictures.
Yeah. Actually, that is really awesome, and it is off topic, but it's part of the news this week. I already got that on my PlayStation. Just saying.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are we gonna use the same pictures that we have on the PlayStation? We'll just use the same ones on the Xbox.
Actually, my Twitter pic is my PlayStation picture, my little icon. So I think it's really cool. Like, if you guys notice, you have Xbox that it is ahead of the times with certain things, and then PlayStation follows. And then at the same time, there's certain things that PlayStation is ahead on, and Xbox follows. So it's kind of like these guys go hand in hand and back and forth. Really,
Well, that's why I like them competing, because
absolutely,
consumer always wins because each one's trying to outdo the other. And
absolutely.
so, I mean, that's all good. The console war thing, it's fun in games and all, but consumers always win when they're competing against each other like this, because it's going to give us games and more features and stuff. So
Now,
that's one good thing about the console war.
Now, with the custom gamer picks, was there a thing? Do we have to pay to be able to do that?
I'm sorry.
I doubt that.
I heard something about having to pay like $10 or something like that, but I'm not too sure. So I wanted to ask you guys.
I don't see that.
No, I haven't heard that.
I
But
doubt it. It's probably just part of your Xbox Live Gold service stuff.
Well, I don't know. My Xbox did just get an update like within the last like 48 hours. I'm gonna go in to the Insider and see if I got
Custom
that
gamer
option.
pick?
Hey,
Yeah.
hint. Go to Graphics Guide and get an awesome gamer picture for your Xbox.
I need to get mine done, but I don't know what I want. I want something with my hair
What's that?
because I love my hair.
I wave my hair back
Biohazard
and forth.
to
I
go
wave my
just with
hair
your
back and
hair over the top of it, like.
Yeah, just my
No.
hair. What were you saying, Yoshida?
I said nothing.
Okay, cool.
I said nothing. I whip my hair back and forth. I whip my hair back and forth. Oh,
My God.
I love that song.
All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a picture of my hair and we're gonna put it on Xbot's little character and Stick's little character and Yoshida's head, and I'm gonna ask Jay to make that for everybody, and then you guys have to use them for this podcast specifically.
That's awesome.
Nice.
It's gonna be a little weird, but it's gonna be awesome.
Let's do it.
I think
It'll
it'll
look
work.
good on my one.
I think it'll work.
I agree. I agree. So, anything else you guys want to add for the show?
No,
No?
Get
I'm okay.
Goat Simulator in
Listen.
outer space today.
I
wait,
know. Oh, you know what? I might pick that up. How much is it?
$13.99.
Shut up. Fuck that game.
Yeah, it's too much.
Maybe.
We got some new backwards compatible games. We got
$3.99.
Daytona, nice.
and Stacking Tower Blocks Deluxe Street Fighter 4, which is actually I think is better than Street Fighter 5. But it's kind of weird because they have this. I'm kind of mad actually. They have like only one version of Street Fighter 4, and there was like other versions, and I don't have this version, so I can't play it. So that pisses me off.
Oh, wait. Someone just said in the chat, little guy said, is there an option to take Xbox ads off the dashboard? And Why So Serious says Australian Xbox dashboard doesn't get ads. That's a good question.
Or you talk about
We don't get ads. You get ads?
I'm sorry?
You get ads.
I guess.
Pop-ups.
The side ads, I guess, because they do take up a lot of space, but.
Okay, yeah. Just advertising games with gold and stuff.
Well, I mean, Lethal Papa, you're saying who cares? It's one ad. But to some people, like, they have a, the preference.
Is Scorpio having a different dashboard, or is it going to be the same?
I'm sure it'll have something different.
I'm hearing it's a new dashboard. Also the DVR functionality, from what I'm hearing, is with the Scorpio. You're actually going to record your gameplay. With the game, if the game supports it at 4K 60 frames per second as well. So that's another huge thing.
Nice.
Because only like top tier, PC graphics cards do that. So now you're going to actually have a console that'll be able to record your gameplay at 4K 60.
Yeah.
So that's huge right there.
I mean, it adds more value to the console because you don't have to pay for something. It's inbuilt.
Now, if only they had that YouTube app where you could YouTube stream. What the?
Yeah. That would be good. I'm just saying, I don't think. Yeah. Anyway, we'll get back to that.
We all agree on that. I 100% agree. We need that YouTube app.
YouTube app.
60 frames per second.
Petition time,
I'm jealous
guys.
as hell that you PlayStation guys have got it. There you go. And I'm not afraid to admit it.
It's petition time.
That's
Oh, Graphic Guy put in the chat. He said XboxGamerPicks.com coming soon.
yeah.
Hell
Yeah. Shout
Do
out
it
to
up
Graphic
right
Guy.
now.
I'm going to use mine.
God.
All right,
Damn it,
guys.
Graphic God, make me picture, I'll give you some money. Actually, already
I'm gonna-
did. It's awesome. I love my avatar picture. I just
Yeah.
wanted to be Yoshida today. But here's my funny story that I was going to say
Oh,
earlier.
yeah. Tell everybody.
So this is like on my second, or like my main Google account, and I changed my name to Yoshida, and I put this Yoshida head on there, and now it says I can't change it for like 2 months.
Nice.
I'm so
You
pissed off.
fucked up.
It's okay.
I'm stuck.
Mm-hmm.
That's all right. We like him.
Oh no. Okay.
Nice. All right, guys. So we are gonna get going. Now you guys could do all your plugs and things. Tell everybody where you're at, what you're up to. Stick, you want to go first because you have a ton of shit going on.
Yeah, so yeah, my Twitter handle's down there in the description. Just click on there. Follow me on Twitter, and I've got a podcast called the Doug Podcast of Down Under Gaming. It's Australian. We try to get a guest on every week. We've had Tim Dog, Foxfire. We've got Rand coming on, and Inferno next week. So yeah, we always got different guests on. Check it out.
Yeah, your
Thanks.
show's pretty kick-ass. You had a lot of community members on there. It's awesome.
Yeah, everyone's been really good. Like people getting up really early in the morning, and because it's different time zones. Obviously, we try to go as late as we can, but yeah, people come to chat. I get Graphic Guide in the chat. So yeah, it's really good. Everyone's supporting it, and everyone's been really good. So that's pretty much it. If you sub my channel and hit the bell, then you'll get a notification because the show does change times. We change times, so you need to hit the bell so you know when it's coming on.
Yeah, you do. I always see you broadcast. I'm like, when is this show on? Because every time I'm like,
It's
I
different
see his
times.
ticket going live, and I'm like, whoa, he's going live now.
Because we gotta cater to the guests sometimes.
And that's really awesome that you do that because
yeah.
I don't know many people who do.
Yeah,
So
we're
that's
just
very
starting
cool.
out.
And I love your show. You always have some really awesome people on there.
Yeah, and we've got Mega Bad Seed, Smiley, and Max Power. They're always pretty good. That's the main crew.
Yeah,
So,
awesome people.
Nuke Nukem and GKB. That's the two I was forgetting. Timber Doss. So we've had plenty of guests.
And then you have Inferno from Four Guys with Quarters coming next week.
Yeah, and we've also got Gaming Forever from Twitter. He's coming on Tuesday, and then on Saturday we've got Rand and Inferno.
Awesome. You guys are kicking ass. I see that, and I'm very proud of you. I'm very excited.
We've had Sonic on as well, too. I shouldn't.
Yeah, you have.
Sonic.
You totally forgot about him.
That was my favorite episode, too.
You know why you forgot? Because he's not Supersonic today. He's Yoshida.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Damn right.
We had Yoshida, too.
Awesome. Kick ass. See, he has everybody on his show. You guys should totally check it out. Supersonic Yoshida, you want to go next and tell everybody where they can find you and what you're up to?
Sure. Supersonic Station, all one word. I'm on YouTube, Beam, and Twitch. And I'm doing a contest for one free game of your choice. It's under the Project Spark team.
Soda Drinker Pro. Soda Drinker Pro.
Hey, we can make that game on there. But if you want to enter the contest and make something on Project Spark, join that club. It's called Project Spark Team Club. Just join, and the deadline is June 1st. You have to make a game that is kind of like cinematic, like a story or a movie, and you could win a free game of your choice. And follow me on Twitter at U4DannyBoy. And over to you, Xbot.
Why,
Pony
thank
Bot.
you. And the weather today is going to be partly up. Oh, damn, wrong show. My bad. All right, my plugs. Everything is simple. If you want to add me on Xbox Live, if you want to add me on PSN, if you
Ponybot.
YouTube, Twitter, everything is Xbot448. Yeah, Snaps tried to convince me to go Ponybot on the PSN, but I was like, I like to keep everything simple, just like the way I like to keep content in one spot, for my supporters and stuff like that. On my channel every Saturday at 6 p.m. is the next podcast. Cool panel we have there, Snaps, Fooskies, the Don, Newark NJ, K Mega. Really have fun doing that show with everybody. Of course, I'm on a little show called BGST, which is about 7:30 every Sunday. So definitely check that out on my boy Next Gen 720's channel. And big shout out to K Mega and the podcast that I kind of go into every once in a while, which is GRG, which is on his channel every Friday at about 8 o'clock. I think he changed the time to 8:30, so it's every.
Shout out to K Mega. I'm sorry for cutting you off.
Yeah, no doubt.
In general, he just hit 1,000 subs, so congrats, K Mega.
Nice.
Kick ass. Go on, Xbot. I apologize.
Yeah, no doubt. No, the GRG panel, like it is an awesome panel. He's got Delilah HD. He's got Lady Infamous. He's got All Day Digital. The Don, when the Don can show up, or pre-recorded. And every once in a while, I show up there as well. And of course, K Mega is a really good host. So, big shout out to all of them out there. And big shout out to UK Daz as well, because unfortunately, I guess his PC tower has died. No. And he was kind of upset about that with his YouTube channel and everything. But dude, if you want to make videos, go straight through upload until you get something done. Dude, you did an awesome music video that you sent to me directly, and absolutely amazing. He does a really good job. Definitely check out UK Dazarus's channel. And I think I'm pretty much done.
Are you sure?
I think so. I'm a little winded right now.
Double check that scroll there.
Anybody got some albuterol?
No, maybe actually.
Any asthmatics out there? They knew what I was talking about.
Yes, it's in the kitchen. There's like 3 pumps left. All right, guys. So a huge thank you for everybody joining us. You know where to find me, obviously, because you found me today. But if you only found me here on YouTube, you can also find me on Twitter at GirlsCanGame22. It is in the description below. This show is also available for download on SoundCloud. I will be uploading it later or tomorrow. I try to do it the same day, but I'm not perfect. So we've gotten a lot of people downloading the show on SoundCloud. Well, not a lot, but it's a lot to me. Every little bit is like a big thing to me. So it makes me really proud and really excited that people actually give a fuck enough to download our show. So yay. But yeah, you guys can totally find me on Twitter. That's where I spend a majority of my time, is on Twitter. And you can find me on Xbox. Oh, snap suckers. That's my PSN as well. I don't even know how to spell it right now. If you guys know it, find me on Twitter, and then you'll find all the other information. I'm going to be doing more streaming to YouTube and or Beam from the Xbox tonight. I will be streaming. I don't know what I'm going to stream yet, so you guys will figure it out when I figure it out. Probably to YouTube from PlayStation. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the show. Thank you so much for stopping by. And guys, if you could hit that like button, we'd really appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a beautiful fucking Wednesday. Later, guys.
Bye.
See ya.